poppin', YouTube family? It's your boy, The White. Welcome back to the channel, Silverback Sea Eyes. Hope all is well with everybody. First off, do me a huge favor. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you be notified when I post new content. Now, today's video is special for those of you this year that plan to actually either go on your first cruise or your 100th cruise. But these 10 fragrances right here are ones that I found in my times of me and my wife going on the many cruises that we've been on, have been hits, have definitely got good feedback and compliments. And there's one that's new to the list. Y'all might even know what that one is. But these are the top 10 fragrances for a cruise vacation or some fun in the sun. Ranked. Keep it locked. Well, let's get down to business. First off, let me give me a little sippity sip on this good Saturday. Good whiskey do the body good. First one at the 10th spot, Nishane Fan Your Flames. One that a lot of people kind of pin into a cold weather scent, whether it be fall or winter time. But for me, this is one that I've been able to pull off in the hottest of heat. You know what I'm saying? Just control the sprays and be very strategic with the spray placement because of the dark juice. So if you got a light colored shirt on, I wouldn't rain my shirt with this dark colored juice. And it actually has, as you can see, macerated some since I've had it. So the juice has actually gotten darker since I first got it. But this is a scent profile with that coconut tropical vibe within the note breakdown, and that tobacco and that rum. Those three notes alone make it a lot more versatile than people give it credit for when it comes to what seasons that you can wear it. It don't have to be just fall, winter time. I will say in the deadest of heat, you still could rock it, especially like on a cruise ship, like I was saying in the intro. But you want to control the sprays and then maybe dial them up at night on that same cruise ship if you decide to make this your scent profile for the day. Number 10 spot, though, because other ones on this list are even more cruise worthy. And the next one that I'm going to bring to this list can teeter-totter with this easily. But the name and the vibe that they put into this next fragrance got it ranked higher in my book. We're headed to the house of Xerjoff with 40 knots. And even in the description of this fragrance right here, it's basically like the yacht club version for within this family of bottles for Xerjoff. This one here is a very, very great bang for buck fragrance. It does do cruises. It does those trips on a yacht. It does the Miami vibe where you might have a few of your buttons open trying to show how much work you did over the winter with your weightlifting and diet program. But what you get with this one here, you get a marine salty fragrance in the opening portion of it, but it stays green and aromatic as well, especially well off into the mid. But as it dries down, you actually get some amber vibes in this, and that's not listed in the notes. But this fragrance, I've said it a million times, and it's a sea salt accord in there, but it gives lessons on how a fragrance should nuance when you do have a note breakdown for whatever it's worth. However much of a note breakdown that they give you, it gives you everything and more than what the note breakdown says, as far as it not being just a linear scent. So what you spray on when you first spray it on is exactly how it smells at the end. 40 knots is not that way. Cruise worthy. Next one, we're headed to the house of Bond, number 9. Old Day New York has made plenty of summer videos for me, first and foremost. Beautiful scent profile. When I buy it again, I'm going to get that 100 ml bottle, which I've also said in past videos, that has the different cities or whatever it is of New York plastered on the bottle, those different colored dots. The bottle just looks way better when it comes to being in your collection, sitting on your mantle. This one here, high level neroli, fresh springtime basil freshness and some spiciness. Perfect out in the heat scent. That's when it actually comes to the forefront and does what it's supposed to do as a fragrance. It's always on Jama Shop on sale and multiple websites, so you're getting it for a steal of a deal with less than the price of most designer fragrances. Cruise worthy is an understatement. This one here is vacation in a bottle, hot weather in a bottle, especially I'm talking about those north of 90-degree days. Put it in rotation, or at least get you a sample. You'll thank me later. Next one, we're going right back to the house of Xerjoff. Torino 21. minty, basil, fresh lemon. Very invigorating and uplifting scent profile that works wonders in the heat and performs like a champ on a cruise ship. You got the mint, you got the lemon, you got the basil, you got some lavender and blackcurrant in the mid, well down into the dry down. You got some nice musky nuances. It performs, like I said, like a champ in hot weather, gets mad compliments. And chances are people who aren't watching videos like you guys are, or fragrance fanatics within the fragrance community, may not have ever heard of Xerjol. And if they have, they may not have got their hands on Torino 21 yet. So you'll be very exclusive when you go on nice vacations. Next one. This one here is vacation all day long. But we're talking somewhere hot, sandy beaches, Bahama mamas in hand, in the Bahamas. Bohemian Lime by Goldfield and Banks. This scent right here is crazy. Another one I bought at retail, which I wish I knew what I know now. I would have got it on discounters, but when I have to replenish this bottle, I want the 100 ml again on discounters. It's got major burn when it's been hot in the little time that I've had it over the last year and a half. So it definitely gets burned in the summertime, late spring, summertime. If I'm feeling froggy in the early fall, especially if I'm leaving Kansas City where the leaves are starting to fall off the trees here, but I'm going somewhere where there's palm trees. This is in my suitcase. Citrus, in the open finger lime accord. You got some bergamot, and way deep down in the dry down is where the mild woods come in. But that finger lime accord and the bergamot and like vetiver hits of this fragrance right here, they reign supreme throughout the lifetime of the fragrance. And at all times, you are 100% ready for vacation with this one. 1,000,000% cruise worthy. Next one. New to the collection, but had to make the list. I had to put it in there effective immediately. Bon Numéro 1, Coney Island. This one here, tequila vibe, salt around the rim of your drink, of your tequila of choice. Chances are you may be going somewhere like Cozumel, Mexico, where you get that real deal tequila. You're not out there with the Casamigos and the Jose Cuervos and the Don Julios. You out there getting something people can't pronounce. Pour it in your glass with the salt around the rim and the lime on the top. You know how it goes. Y'all done it before. This one right here is amazing. Rumored to be discontinued. So my advice for y'all, if y'all the type of people who pack up and leave wherever you live, and go have you some fun in the sun with the palm trees, with your toes in the sand, up under your nice umbrella, with your nice vacation cocktail, get this fragrance before it's gone. Because if you don't, people that do take my advice and go get them one from Jama Shop for $135 will be smelling better than you in those sceneries, because this is one of those ones that lead them in that direction. Next one. A staple on the channel, and a staple on vacation, and a staple in summer listening. Killian Rollers on Ice. What can I say about this fragrance that I haven't harped about to death the last 3 years? Cucumber freshness. Nice mojito or margarita vibe in this thing here. Ozonic. It is aquatic. It's green. It's fresh. Got some rose freshness, flowers, florals, and citrus. I mean, this thing is a compliment monster. I can't lie to y'all and say I don't use it. Look at the juice level on it. It's almost gone, but I promise you, when it's gone, I got to have another bottle. This thing here is a major impact. Anywhere you go outside, cruise worthy. Roses on Ice. Another one fairly new to the collection, but already, even within my fragrance, with my vacations this year in 2025, this one here is going. Mandarino di Amalfi by Tom Ford. Mandarin orange, fresh, aquatic, spicy, a little bit of green, but the citrus notes are the front runners of the fragrance. And then as you go off into the dry down, you get some florals in there with a little bit of spice, like different type of spices, being carrot seed or coriander, black pepper. Well off in the dry down, you get some ambery nuances with a blanket of musk around them. I don't get any civet or any animalic tone, so even though that's in the note breakdown, I have never picked up on that. The lemon, the grapefruit, mandarin orange combo with the basil and stuff that's mixed in there, that's actually what comes to the forefront as far as what the lifetime of this fragrance is like. Doesn't last the longest, especially when it gets crazy hot, but since I don't take it on every single trip, where it fits into the trips and the fun in the sun, I'll just reapply it after about that 4-hour mark and get me a full 8 hours out of it. Second to last, and dropped out of the number one spot on a list like this, but it's still gonna go on some of my fun in the sun vacations this year, and it's excellent and reasonably priced. Mancera Sicily, fellas, look at that. Look at the juice level on this bottle. You see that? That's 3 years of major burn. When it runs out, before it runs out, I'm getting ready to order me another bottle of this. Ain't nothing but $75. It's way cheaper than everything at the mall. Smells better than everything at the mall, especially hot weather stuff. It just, and even if your city has niche fragrances at retail, you can buy you like 3 bottles of this before you go buy that Louis Vuitton Imagination, or 4 bottles. Creed at retail, 3-4 bottles. Very unisex. You, your lady, your kids, y'all can spray the whole family can put this on and go on vacation and be smelling better than 90% of the people around you. It is amazing scent profile, and it's a crime that you can actually get online for $65 to $75 and get you a 4.2 ounce bottle of this and just kill vacation. And anybody else that decided to pack something in their suitcase that thought they was doing something big, you shut them down with Sicily. Last but not least, 100% brand new to the collection. But this is the epitome of cruise ship, nighttime vibes on your balcony on the cruise ship with your wife. Having a wonderful time with good drink, good ambiance, good times, good memories. And we're going number one spot. Blue Mata by Saloon Fragrances. This one here, I owe it all to EQ at Quality Fragrances. The man put it at number one in his top 50 vacation scents. By the time I got done watching that live, I immediately ordered me one. And it immediately went out of stock. And was out of stock for almost about a month and a half before they restocked it. And people was jumping on it right away to the point to where the website was like, we got like 13 bottles left, and it had just went live back on the channel. Back on the website like 48 hours prior to that. What do you get with this? You get white rum, you get dark rum, you get blue curacao, which they got it listed as orange, but to me, it got a little bit of an orange tinge to it, but to me, actually smells more like the blue curacao, blue Mai Tai that you can get on a boat or any vacation site or resort. And lime is very prevalent in this thing, and then as it dries down, you do get a little bit of the barley smell in the background, but it's not more like the beer version of it. Just more of like whatever they're mixing up at a plant that would have different flavored coolers and stuff like that. This is awesome. Even some patchouli in the dry down. 50 mil bottle, about $156 without the tax. With tax, you bet at $172-ish, $175. But man, they're going to ship it to you. I will say shipping on this thing, since EQ talked about it, is taking longer for it to get to you. So you'll invest in the bottle, because I put one of my partners on that's going to Cabo, and he bought the bottle. It took right at about 14 to 16 days for him to get his. Mine took about 7 to 10 days. I want to say more like 8 to 10 days to get mine. His took a little bit longer, but man, when I tell you, if you do not have this one in your collection, in your summer rotation, and you do some traveling, you are doing yourself a disjustice. Straight up, point blank. And people who listen to EQ and get this thing here, I'm yet to see anybody in the comments, online. Some people are even starting to do their own videos for it, which is like at a minimum. And I already put my video out for it. It's one that I always plan to have in my collection. If I hear any rumors of it being discontinued, I immediately will get online and get me another bottle. Crazy work for vacation, especially a cruise. These 10 right here, I can confidently say, if you're the travel type for fun in the sun, palm trees, barbecues, swimming pool parties, having fun in Vegas, I can just name a million different things you can do on vacation. If you don't have, out of this 10 right here, about half of this list. But I would say at least three minimum. Out of this 10, people who do smell better than you on your vacation. And you shouldn't want that. You should put on your nice clothes, your nice shades, your suntan lotion, hopefully unscented, or just some sort of sunblock, unscented. And spray yourself with at least 3 of these 10. You are the man. That's my time. Peace.